Something. What's up, everybody? It's another episode of Howling at Life coming at you. Ciao! All right, that's it. I wasn't even ready to. I wanted to hurry up and do this, but I wasn't even ready. Hey, thank you. It's another episode of Howling at Life. We're coming at you, everybody. We're doing our thing.
Yes. And it's working.
One of them is. Let me see if the other one was last time. Hey, it's working. Hey, everybody! It's another episode of Howling at Live coming at you. We're doing this episode here, and then next week we'll be doing an early episode. So we'll be doing the podcast on Saturday, by the way, next week. And then I'll be doing the podcast the Monday after Christmas because I'll be gone for that weekend. Just want to make a couple of announcements. You can always follow me on my social media, Big Adrian Lopez, Big Adrian all one word on Facebook. You can also follow me on my social media on Instagram, The Gram. Fucking stupid shit. Anyway, so you can follow me on The Gram. And that could be, what is it? Big Daddy L714, Wolf Daddy 714, or Big Adrian Comedy. Thank you. Thanks.
Yay.
Thanks a lot there, bud.
Yay.
Frankie, your social media. Oh, Frankie the Monster up in the house, bro. I forgot, dog. Frankie's with us today.
Yes, I am today.
Had a couple days off and shit. Like, what's going on, bro? That's cool, man. So anyway, Frankie, your social media.
Yes. So if you guys would like to contact him or me, you can hit me up on Instagram under Franklin Portillo 82. That's it.
It's all dead.
It's all good.
Te lo parto, güey. We were just kind of, me and Frankie were just talking right now, right? And then I'll get some announcements and stuff like that. But me and Frankie were talking, and we were kind of just like joking about stuff because like I'm burnt. I just did like a 5.5 hour tattoo session. You guys will see the pictures later on.
Yes.
But I'm burnt, man. Everything is sore, dude. I haven't done one of those sessions in a while. But so I'm burnt, and then I had to finish up school, a couple of responses I had to do, and one of my classes I was able to finish with a 95%. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. 95% on that.
Yes.
And the other class, I don't give a fuck. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet, so I don't know. But I was doing pretty good, but I was ready to just be done with the class because I don't have a month off from school. So I'm burnt, right? Had a cigarette real quick, ate real quick because I hadn't eaten pretty much all day. And then finally, you know what I mean? We went outside and whatever, and I'm just burnt. I had a cigarette and I'm like, fuck it, dog. You can see my eyes are just burnt. I'm tired. So me and Frankie were talking a little bit about like, you know, things have changed growing up, man. You know, now it's like, how's your day? And okay, let's just take a time out and let's just journal. Let's just get recentered, okay? And find common ground. But I was joking to Frankie about like back in the day, man, how parents were vicious, dog. They would be like, te vas a caer, güey? You know what I mean? Like, you shut the fuck up.
Te lo parto, güey.
Te lo parto. You know, I'm gonna beat your ass, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna split you in two.
Yes.
So we were just kind of making fun of that a little bit. So if we start saying shit like that, it's just, we're kind of going back in the day, you know, how parents kind of used to say. You know, and y'all know you grow up, man. If you're listening to this, you probably grew up with some shit like that.
Yes.
But we just thought it was fucking funny as fuck. So I just said, te lo voy a partir, güey. Cállate el hocico. Just like violent, bro. You know what I mean? The way people were raised and shit back in the day, I think it was hilarious. Yes. Anyways, that's what we're talking about. So if you ever hear any Spanish terms, we're just doing that. We're just kind of reminiscing.
Yes.
And
that's the way we grew
te lo
up.
callo. You ever shut up or I'll shut up for you. You know what I mean? I'll try to translate as best I can.
Or you know what's my favorite one? Or to tell you.
Wait, hold on.
Let me tell you. You want me to give you something to cry for?
Oh, you crying, huh? Want me to give you something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about.
Guess what
go ahead. Call the cops.
¿Quieres llorar, güey?
Their response time is 7 minutes. I got your ass for 7 minutes.
You're mine for the 7 minutes.
You don't want me to go in there.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just funny. We're just making fun of some shit like that. It was hilarious.
Yes.
You know what? Go get me something to whoop your ass.
Go grab a chancla.
You know what? Give me a belt.
Oh, shit. And with the belt. Oh, fuck.
Well, I don't know. My dad's from Texas. They have really thick belts out there. Do want to get some announcements here for everybody? So I'm going to be using the shit out of this thing, of course.
Yes.
Thank you to the lovely Heather. Thank you, Heather, so much for your heart's comments on the last episode, man.
Yes.
Miss you, girl. Hope everything's fine and you're doing well.
Yep. Shout out to
You know
you.
what I mean? Thank you for everybody that's listened and watched and all that kind of good stuff for the episodes here. We only got a couple more weeks, man. We literally got, a couple more weeks and then we're done pretty much with this year.
Can you believe that?
So we will have a New Year's resolution episode. That's usually the last episode of the year.
Yep.
Talking about getting, hooked up for the next year.
Yep.
A little bit of Christmas thing kind of a deal. We'll do that next week. Because I know we're going to have the White Elephant gift exchange party.
Yes.
My sponsees and stuff like that. So we're going to have a little get together here. So I'm going to try to knock that out that week. Well, you're coming later anyway. So
Yes.
we'll knock it out that night.
Yes.
So yeah, man, just a lot of good stuff going on. Some announcements though. I just want to let everybody know you can always comment. Please make sure throughout this holiday season, if you're going through something, man, please make sure you reach out. Very important. You can comment on any of our social media. You can comment on the podcast and all that
Yes.
stuff. Much love to everybody out there. I'm gonna try to do this stupid shit. Fucking gang sign. Fucking what's up? Ese? Corazón, ese. Corazón means heart. But yeah, if you're ever going through anything, anybody, please make sure you're reaching out to somebody. And we're totally willing and able to make you laugh, hear what you got going on, all that kind of good stuff. But you can totally do that for with us. That's
Yes.
totally doable. That's why I throw out my social media. But just please make sure you're getting through the holidays the best you can. Okay, I just really want to make sure you know that. Some announcements coming up as well. We got some movie review stuff going on. We will have that movie review. And but I want to let everybody know, January 18th, 6 p.m. in Hollywood, yours truly will be headlining. I'm still waiting for the flyer, everybody. I don't even know where the fuck it's at, to be honest with you. So, but I'll be headlining. I just got told last week that the flyer is being made up right now. So, and I'm not sure who's on the bill. I believe Chunky Mama is going to be on it again, I believe.
Okay.
So she's gonna be on it again. And I don't know who else is gonna be on the venue, but I'll be doing about 30 minutes. I'll be closing out the show.
No way.
So I'll be
Hell
doing,
yeah.
dog. So I can really rock and roll, motherfucker.
Yes.
But the last show was great. This one will be great as well. That's how we're starting off the year. Headlining in Hollywood, everybody. So that announcement will be up. What the address is is. Also, next year I'm going to be trying to do some comedy shows at the Anaheim Milano Club, the 202. I'm going to try to bring some up. I have not had a chance to get over there yet, but I will kind of talk to her and see if we can start putting things in motion. Possibly February, possibly this, possibly that. I got to see what the dates are and all that stuff that I can kind of get hooked up with. But just be on the lookout, y'all, on my social media, as well as on the podcast. I will always announce the things that are up and coming, all right? Because if you're not having fun in your life, y'all probably doing this shit wrong, dog, okay? So just to let you know, new things are coming up, everybody, all right? Yes. So I want to go get into the topic, and then we'll do some movie reviews and some stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's do that first. Why don't I? We got the drum roll. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Drum roll, please.
Movie review.
Yeah.
It's all dead.
Stop, Bailey.
This is going to be our entertainment corner, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do some movie reviews, some show reviews, stuff like that going on. I know the new episode of Welcome to Derry will be out tonight.
Yes.
So hopefully I get to watch that a little bit.
Yes, I'm gonna go watch
and
it.
if this podcast is short, it's because I didn't charge the camera. There's been so much going on lately. Yeah, it's my fault. But hey, we love you. Have a great week. Just in case, dude. Have a great week, everybody. Love you. Thanks for listening. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share.
Yes.
I just want to let that down because if we cut out, that's why. Okay?
That's why, yes.
It's not because of anything else. Fuck this shit, dog. I'm fucking over this shit. No, it's because I forgot to charge the camera.
Yes. No technical difficulties this time, okay?
Oh, it's very big technical difficulty. I didn't fucking charge the damn thing. I'd have a chance to. So I'll do that tonight for sure. But wanted to let everybody know that we have some entertainment corner, some things to review going on. And the first thing we're going to do review here for everybody. Let me just. Very funny, Buffy. The first thing we're going to review today is Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yes.
Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
So, me, you, and Spooky Bitch went to go see it. I know Sexy Sasquatch, you invited us. My dad, bro, we already had it kind of preset. I know today was going to be a full day of me. I had to do some step work. I had to do some... the tattooing thing, which took like 5.5 hours, and I just barely finished school, so that's done. So I'll be off for a month. So I didn't have time today, but we went last night to go check it out. I'm gonna start with Frankie on this one. Go ahead, Frankie, take it away. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Thank you, Frankie. So,
You're welcome, by the way.
thanks. Yeah, that's great.
Now, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm gonna go ahead and say two paw prints up.
Up. Two paw
prints up, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was kind of slow in the beginning, but then like the story got into it, and I was
kind of confused, right?
I was kind of confused a little bit about the locations, right? Because I kept asking, I was like, so there's two locations, right? But then he finally explained to me that the one where the first one took place was a franchise, and this one where they're going back into it's the original one, like the first ever, Freddy's, which was different. So, thoroughly liked the story. I like the little twist that they put it in it. And as far as we know, there's probably gonna be a third movie.
Oh, there is.
Yes.
There is.
But honestly, dude, you guys would have to, I would say, go watch it in theaters. It fucking is a good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed all the sounds that they were coming out. Like the stomping was like loud, like the animatronics were walking. That was fucking scary, dude. You know what I mean? And just to see them come out, all live again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Enjoyed the ride. You can even ask him. I stayed awake for the whole movie.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. I stayed awake for the whole movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great ride, man. Like I said, and I thoroughly enjoyed the whole movie, dude. Two paw prints up, man, and I would go watch it again.
Just an announcement before I forget. So you can always go see all the other podcasts on YouTube, my comedy, my singing, as well as the short films. Up to date, our first short film from Howling Big Productions, Athlete, has gotten 218 views.
Ooh,
okay,
nice.
in the year that's been out.
Wow.
And the other one, if I can see it, Just Stopping In, has 141 views in just 3 months.
Wow.
So look at that going on right there. Okay, so you can always watch these.
Yes. Yes.
Just to let you know, a new short film will be coming in, hopefully by the end of March. Before the end of March, stuff like that. A new short film will be coming up. Just something I'm going to be probably putting together. I'll figure it out in February. Maybe kind of shoot it and edit it while I got to do. But that'll be coming up as well, so just be on the lookout for that. I will get back to this review. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, two paw prints up. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was way better than the first one. There's way more scary.
Way more scary.
To this one. Way more like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Kind of a deal, suspense and thriller and stuff. For me, it was easy to follow, but what got me is a fucking stupid little whiny girl in the beginning. I'm like, fuck, dude, like your robot friends are dead, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. And I hate to say that word, but goddamn, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
It was a great movie. I think that it was cool, and it totally opens up to a next film for sure. There's some stuff going on. I gotta let everybody know, if you're gonna watch this movie, stay until the lights come on in the theater, because there is also stuff at the end, like an extra thing. There's some stuff going on, and there's also recording at the end of the credits. It's not a scene. It's not a scene or anything that they filmed for it. There is a scene that they filmed.
It's like more like a recording that they
it's like a voicemail or something.
Voice recording that he was hearing.
Yeah, that he recorded. So please make sure you stay throughout the whole film, the whole thing, because you're gonna see that there's gonna be some stuff there for sure for next movie. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Some of the things were scary as hell. They kind of really jumped. The first time I saw the first one, I went with my youngest son, and he used to be a big fan of the game. And I was asking him, like, is this happening in the game? Like, why the hell is this a big fucking game? Like, this fucking movie sucks. He's like, no, Dad, this is like the game's way scarier. I'm like, okay, if you say so. So I think this one, they really brought it in for sure.
Yes.
Normally the sequels are not great. This one was way better than the first one, dude. Like, to be honest with you, right? It had a new character in there that was scary as shit.
And it unraveled more than the first one. You know what I mean?
It had a kind of like what was it, the Ring or the Ring vibe?
Yeah.
The girl that was possessed by that the new character.
Yep.
So I thoroughly enjoyed it because they put a little bit more into it this time. I think the thing is like first one they did it okay, great. You know they capitalized off the fact that it was Five Nights at Freddy's in the game and the fandom. But I'm not even a fan of the fucking game. I mean, my son played it and that was it. I don't even know nothing about it, and I still fucking the movie sucked. But the second one, man, was great. I knew that from the trailer it was gonna be better, just because of the way that the trailer looked was better.
Yeah.
And this one was more scarier. This one, had some possession shit going on. This one had, all sorts of stuff going on. So, I mean, if you have a chance to see it, I'd recommend it for sure. You do not have to see the fucking first one. I'll be honest with you. You can if you want to, but I'll be honest with you. Like the second one, just even if I didn't see the first one, the second one was like home run, boom, got it. Other than the fact, like they kind of referenced, if you've seen the first one, the kids that like possessed, I think the animatronics or something, they kind of referenced it at one point in the movie.
Yeah.
But if not, you didn't really need to know about the first movie.
No.
But I can't wait to see what they do with the next one, because I know they brought Matthew Lillard's coming back. I know he was in this one as well.
Yeah.
Skeet Ulrich from Scream.
Yeah.
He was in it too.
He was in it too.
So he's in it. So there was a lot of stuff going on. But I like the fact that they brought in a little like possession, a little more possession.
Yep.
A little more scare, a little more like, oh shit, like, a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. They did a really good job with that for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta agree with you. You know what I mean? On the first one, yes, it was a little bit, scary and this that, but this one, dude, on the second one, they add, on top of the scares, they added like more creepiness to this one, with this new character. They made her like more into like possession. She was more scary. She was haunting. She was you know what I mean? It brought a better vibe to this movie. I actually think, because I did watch the first one and the first one sucked. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even fucking scary. It was more cute. You know what I mean? This one, on the other hand, like I said, it brought a whole new vibe. It was better. It was more creepier, more suspenseful. It had you more wanting more in the ride.
Yeah, it did. It did for sure. You know what I mean? So that's great.
Yeah.
Any other movies that you want to kind of throw out there, bro? That I know that we got some TV shows that probably we're gonna put on the entertainment corner.
Yes.
Anything else? Any other movies you've seen though?
Another movie. Oh, I did watch Nobody 2. Two Paw Prints Up.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. I'll be honest with you, man.
Yes, Two Paw Prints Up, but Nobody 2. It was a great movie, great action. I mean, dude, all this guy wanted to do was just go on a vacation with his fucking family. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I've seen the movie before, bro. So I love the fact when he leaves that fucking arcade and he's like, I forgot my wallet.
Yeah, and then the wife.
But you can see he's like,
yeah, he's pondering. He's pondering.
I gotta do something.
Yep.
And the way the wife picks up on it, like, dude, don't. We're on vacation. He goes,
yeah,
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I was like, fuck. I was like, even they knew, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That was hilarious. I love that. Yeah,
exactly, dude. It was a great movie, dude, and like the story to it was great. I mean, he owed people, so he was in debt trying to get...
That's when Sharon Stone was one of the villains, right? And
yes.
She's like, whatever. You know what I mean?
She was good in that one, too, man.
Yeah, dude. She plays a really good bad person.
Yes, she
like
does,
really
man. She plays a really good bad villain in that one, dude. And it was a great story, dude. Like I said, it was a great movie, great action. I love the fact that they brought... What was his name? Christopher Lloyd again? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him, his dad, dude. Damn, man, that guy is so old, but he was still kicking ass in there. He had a big old machine gun just ripping off people. Bah, 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 bah. So I mean, dude, if you haven't watched it, watch it. Go watch it, man. Honestly, it's a great movie, great fucking ride. I just imagine in theater it must have been really good.
It was.
And the surround sound, big higher quality picture, But definitely go in for the ride, dude. It's a really good movie. Another one that I did not finish yesterday I was watching was Roofman. Another one.
Oh, yeah, that's one. I like that one, too.
Yes, Roofman. It's a really good movie. It's emotional. I got maybe up to like, probably like maybe like 45 minutes, an hour into it. I think it's like 2 hours long or something like that.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story. Yes, which is really trippy.
See, I like, okay, so I like Channing Tatum in this one because he's not Channing Tatum.
Yes.
Channing Tatum, Magic Mike, and I'll try to be funny and whatever.
Yeah.
Like in the Jump Street movies and stuff. If it wasn't for Jonah Hill, they wouldn't mix. I don't think him by himself is good.
Nope.
Funny like that. Great as Gambit, but I think he does really well in like an ensemble cast because him too much is like Will Ferrell too much for me.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? You need something else to block that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or else it's too much. It's just 2 hours of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not onto the Magic Mike bullshit, whatever. So I don't give a fuck if you dance. I don't care. Fucking bullshit. It's not Magic Mike. This is Magic Miguel. Burritos and tortas and fucking lojas, way. That's gonna be my motto. That's gonna be my album.
Hell yeah.
Burritos, tortas, and lonjas. Lonjas are love handles, everybody. Just to let you know. That's gonna be. You're like, hey, he's on Netflix. What the fuck is this? Tortas and lonjas. What? Burritos, tortas, and lonjas.
Hell yeah. Great combination, by the way.
Oh yeah, I liked it in this one because he kind of drilled, held it back a little bit so that his acting was more part of there, like his caring and this and that. I mean, there's some funny in it and whatever, but like it's not meant to be kind of. Well, I guess it is, but it's a more serious, more role, and I like it when people try to do like that more serious. They get out of their zone, get out of what they're used to, what they're known for. And they do something different. You know what I mean? Like him as Gambit, like in an action deal, like that was like, wow. Him as a serious role, I like that better. You know, because you can add the funny, but I think it's too much him.
Yeah.
Kind of a deal, and
right.
kind of a deal. You know what I mean? So this one, he played it really well. With it for sure. And like you haven't gotten to the rest of the movie, so I'm not gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
But I just like the fact that he just kind of, they like, all right, cool. We know you're Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
We get it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's not gonna be like Roof Man. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing Magic Mike and Toys R Us. The fuck.
Exactly.
So that's what I kind of liked about it. That we all know who he is. We get it, blah blah. But
yeah,
like he was great in The Kingsman.
Oh yes.
Remember the second one or some shit, right? He was good in that one. Like I said, just reel it back a little bit. That's cool. We know who you are. Not a big deal. He plays a really good villain though. Remember that movie where he stole some chicks and he took them to the island or some shit? Have you ever seen that one?
No, actually no.
Oh man, you gotta watch that one, dude. Like he plays a good villain, dude.
Really?
He plays a good bad guy, dude. That's a trip.
Okay.
I like when they do that too. When like it's the hero of the person and they play a villain.
Yeah.
Man, he's good. That's a great movie. I forgot what it's called. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
That's a really great movie. If you have a chance to see that one, bro, I'd see that one. I know it's streaming now.
Ooh,
But I forgot what it's called. I'll find out what it is.
Yeah.
But he plays a good villain in that. Like I'm like, oh, this guy's a douche. Like that's crazy, dog. He's a creeper. Like fucking, it's trippy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. But yeah, I like that movie because it was a little more subdued. It was a little more, you know what I mean? Like you can kind of like, oh, I can watch a movie with them because it's not like Channing Tatum.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll piggyback on
Burritos, tortas, and
like,
lonjas. What?
like he said, we all know, like he said, we all know Channing Tatum is known for, his role of dancing and Magic Mike and all this shit. But to see him play an actual parent, you know what I mean? To get emotional, you know what I mean? And he's trying to better for his kids, not his wife, and he's trying to do this for his kid. To see the human side of Channing Tatum, that's what brought this movie really good, because you got to see the vulnerable side of him, you know what I mean? Not just you didn't get to see the hero or the villain, you know what I mean, or the funny side of him that we all seen. You got to see more of this person on the other side of the fence, you know what I mean? That he escaped from prison, he's trying to be on the run, you know what I mean? And he's trying to get back to his family. So you saw the more emotional side of him, you know what I mean? So I thought it was a good movie. I can't wait to go home and finish it to see the rest of it. But I think thoroughly he did a great job in this movie so far. I would say 2 paw prints up on that one.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a really good movie, to be honest with you. Like I said, I liked the little difference with it, for sure. I don't know, dude. Like I said, I like to say, like, we get it when certain people, whatever,
right.
Like, like with Angelina Jolie, we get it. You kick ass, you know what I mean? Independent, #me too. Like, I understand that. Okay, great, but, I like it when people expand and really try to act out of their roles and out of certain things, man. For me, that's so cool to see that part. Like, there's a movie coming out called Mercy, and it's with what the hell's his name? Star-Lord?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, thank you. And so, him with the action, without the funny, blah, blah, blah. Like in the Jurassic Park, it was cool because it was action without so much of the funny.
Yeah.
So that was great. So that's a little bit out of his character. This Mercy one looks great, though, man.
Yes,
the one where they're talking about, if you haven't seen the trailers, it's like the future, and AI is like the judge and jury and executioner, and you got like 90 minutes to
change their mind.
Yeah, to change their mind, to show that you're
innocent.
innocent, and you can use all the fucking technology, whatever. But you're strapped to this chair. Like that's you're strapped in the back, and it's like if you don't convince them that you're not guilty, or a certain percentage if you're not guilty, then you're screwed. Well, anyways, Chris Pratt's the one that actually designs this thing.
Yes.
And he ends up being on trial. So he's like, no, it's apparently they think he killed his wife,
Right.
whatever. So the whole movie has to do with him trying to prove his innocence and shit. So he's going back to like the scene and okay, show me the camera, this and all this other shit. But he's strapped to the fucking seat and it just looks really good. A lot of suspense for sure.
Yeah, that one we have to watch in 3D.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's supposed to be in 3D, and we saw the trailer yesterday, and like some of the things were like, I was jumping back, going, like, "Oh shit, there's a crash!" Like,
Yeah.
shit's flying towards the windshield. What the fuck? Like, it was really cool to see that. So yeah,
Yeah.
3D on that one for
And
sure.
there was even moments where like cars were crashing and they slow down, like how cars were like flipping and turning. I was like, oh shit, that's
Yeah. But that one looks great because it's out of his wheelhouse, right? You know, because he's
Yes.
usually like funny and whatever. So I kind of dig that fact because it's a more serious, it's a more suspense, it's a more like oh shit, like a whodunit, like a mystery, detective-y kind of thing. But he's in the chair, but he has to try to fucking prove his innocence. Like that's fucking great. That's for me. That's acting when you can expand like that, bro. Because you know you get pigeonholed certain thing. I mean, an actor that I really think did it well was Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah,
you know, gangster, this and that. But then he started doing funny movies.
Yeah.
We're the Fockers and the Las Vegas and like all these fucking movies where I'm like, this fucker's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't fuck with him. You know what I mean? Like, I saw this one interview and it was like the Graham Norton show or something like that, right? But they have all these actors there and Robert De Niro's on there and Tom Middleton, right? Loki, right? The guy who plays Loki. And he goes, oh yeah. They're all like, oh, so yeah, you do an impersonation of Robert De Niro, right? And he goes, oh, do you? I'm like, oh shit. He goes, do you mind? Do you mind, Mr. De Niro? Is it cool? I was, nah, go ahead, yeah. Right? So he starts doing this thing of Al Pacino and like the movie The Heat. He does some scenes from there.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, Bob, can I call you Bob? He goes, yeah. You can call me Bob. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'd be asking permission for fucking everything, dude. Can I breathe? Okay, I breathe. I'm holding in a fart for you, Bob. So, but it's hilarious. I saw the clip like a few times, but it's just funny because Robert De Niro's such a serious gangster, don't fuck with me guy. But then, you know, he does these fucking comedies that are like so out of his character, right? And it's like, it's cool to see like that spectrum of acting. You know what I mean? So I like Channing Tatum on this one, like, you know, that the Roofman one, it's kind of a little out. The Chris Pratt one's coming up, it's out. There's a lot of great movies coming out in January for sure. But to me, that's cool. I think it sucks when somebody it's cool if you do it, but like, you know what I mean? Like, try to get out of it because once you are like kind of that set of a role, you're kind of screwed in Hollywood, bro. That's the only roles they kind of give you, kind of a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Wolverine, like Logan, Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman.
Well, he even broke out of it because he started doing like
he started doing different movies.
Well, he does musicals and he does theater and shit like that. So he started doing some stuff like that. But also, it's funny. It's funny. What's the movie that I had just seen, man? And he was in it or some shit. And this is an older movie. It's what is it? The Night at the Museum 3.
Oh, okay.
Where they're in London or some shit, right? At the museum, and then the guy takes the tablet, Lancelot, and he splits, and he's trying to find his Camelot. He's trying to find Camelot. I just saw this like a few weeks back.
Oh, okay.
And so he's in London, and he goes, oh, Camelot, I gotta go to Camelot. Well, anyways, this theater production is doing the fucking show of Camelot. And they have the set of the castle. He goes, oh, yeah. And then it's Hugh Jackman is King Arthur, and then it's like Guinevere, and he's like, I'm here, Guinevere, blah, blah. And he was like, what are you doing, mate? Like, like he comes out with this Australian accent and shit. And he's like, "What? No, it's fine, man." You're like, and then so he has enough of the guy. He goes, "You know what? Enough of this." He does that whole Wolverine shit. And then the lady that's Guinevere, he goes, "Yeah, it's better when I'm Wolverine. It's better when I." And so he pokes fun of himself in the role, but he comes out all because he's had enough. He's like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. He goes, "It works better in the movies." Yeah. And so she's like, yeah, dude, you're not Wolverine. So I just think it's funny when they do that too. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just makes it more enjoyable for sure and certain things like that. But yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, great show. If you great movie, if you have a chance to go see it. And if you haven't seen Welcome to Derry, please fucking get into it because that is a badass show, man.
Oh my God.
That is a badass show. Okay. HBO Max.
Yes.
That is HBO Max. If you have a chance to see it, HBO Max. Okay, everybody?
Yes, everybody. HBO Max for sure.
And I think from what I've heard too, is they got like 3 seasons that they've signed up for. So this is the first season still that they're on. If you can get into it, man, you will get hooked. Just to let you know.
Man, I got hooked on the fucking.
I told you, bro. I told him,
dude.
I think you hit me up like 2 days later, a day later. He goes, man, that episode, dog. I'm hooked. That's it. I'm hooked.
Yeah,
so
it was good, man. I mean, dude, Bill Skarsgård, man, hats off to you, bro. I mean, you have fucking.
And I'm glad that they brought him back as Pennywise, bro.
Me too.
I'm glad that they brought him back.
They not want anybody else to play Pennywise.
Nah, because it is. But he does a great job in this one because he also plays like the man who is the Pennywise in the circus or whatever before he gets like taken by the before the alien whatever the fuck the it kind of thing but you have a chance to see it for sure. It's a great show. Totally hooked, like totally fucking hooked. To be honest with you, sucks that it's like every fucking Sunday it comes out.
I know.
The new episodes. I don't like that. You know what I mean? We're old now, dog. We don't have to wait. Tune in next week. For, you remember when they used to say that shit?
We used to do that all
Tune in
the
next
time.
week.
Next Saturday.
Especially like in cartoons. Remember, it's like to be continued. Like, fuck, what happened to Ultimate Optimus and shit?
Yeah, I know. You're like, now I gotta wait till next Saturday. Fuck.
Don't lie, bro. You're watching fucking Strawberry Shortcake, dog. You know what I mean?
I was watching that too and reading Rainbow too.
Damn, bring it down. Hey, I heard they're bringing that back.
I heard that too.
I heard they're bringing that back with some dude. But yeah. They better have the same song though. Dang it. They better have the same fucking song. Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Say no, nigga, but in a rainbow. Everybody's singing it with me around anywhere. Yeah, I know. I just hope they have the same song, bro. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be dope if you. I remember turn on the TV and I'd be like reading Rainbow.
Yeah. Just saying. All right.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for that entertainment corner, man. Greatly appreciate you.
Yes.
So I wanted to kind of turn this up a little bit into the topic. You know what I mean? Kind of switch gears here so we can kind of go into the last portion of this podcast and talk about the topic. Something that kind of dawned on me a little bit, and we kind of talked about a little bit. I think you were mentioning about a lot of the leveling up that you're doing, and a lot of stuff that you're pitching in and stuff like that. But something kind of as well for me, I think that kind of rang to me because I was going through some stuff when I was doing my step work today. Okay. It kind of takes me into the topic a little bit. Where like a lot of us we know a lot of things that are happening in our lives. We know a lot of things that maybe we need to change, or once you get like information about yourself or life, you know what I'm saying? Like we're howling at life, and I get it. But as you howl at life, you start learning, you start knowing certain things, you start all that kind of good stuff that happens. But I think for me, the name of the topic today will be, so now what are you gonna do?
Oh. Okay.
Because a lot of people, we're coming into the end of the year. A lot of people reflect back, right, at stuff, and I think the thing that happens with a lot of people is that, as you reflect, it's like, so when you reflect, you start, what the fuck is going on with my, protection. When you start reflecting back, looking at the year, whatever, you're kind of getting ready for the new year and shit, you know what I mean? Like 2026 coming up. Part of the thing is that, as you reflect back, you're going to collect and gather some information about your year. Things you did right, things that you would like to change for next year, where you're at in your life. I mean, it's a lot of information, bro. But then what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So then what are you going to do with that information? You know what I'm saying? It kind of rang on me a little bit today, bro. As I was like, I actually end up crying. Every time I fucking do step work, I cry. But I start crying about some stuff because there are a lot of realizations, a lot of things happening, right? But I was talking to my sponsor about it, right? And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, but, now that I know the information, it's on to me to do something about it, right? So what are you going to do? You know what I mean? That's the thing. I think a lot of people know some things that need to happen in their lives, or some people finally get that information about, certain things that are happening in their life, and they're like, cool, but they don't do nothing about it, man. You know what I mean? And this doesn't say thinking about life. This doesn't say sit on your ass about life. It's howling, which means that's an action. You know what I mean? You're taking action.
Put in work.
Do what you got to do. And don't get me wrong, when you gather some of the information, some of it's going to be good information about yourself, and some of it's going to be a shock. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a shock about shit. Like, fuck, dude, like, why am I not getting that job? Why am I not happy? Why am I not content with myself? Whatever the fuck the case is, why am I still lonely? Why? Because you're a fucking douche. You know what I mean? Like, because you ain't doing nothing, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're lonely and you got a fucked off relationship, or you got a fucked off place in your life, that's a you issue, man.
Ooh, yes.
Maybe you haven't learned enough to be like, I need to change some shit. Maybe you got to grow up. Maybe you got to fucking take that action and level up and do more shit in your life, take more responsibility. You know what I mean? But so what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Now that you
Ooh.
got information, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like all these episodes that we've had, if you listen to them, whatever, it's always about fucking self-reflection. It's always about growing. It's always about learning some shit.
Yes.
It's always about whatever the fuck's going on. Okay, now you got all this shit. Now what are you gonna fucking do? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the big fucking question. So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's the end of the year. You can't still be fucking, oh man, my year sucked. Okay, if it sucked and you got that information, what are you gonna do different for yourself in the next fucking year, man?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? It's about taking action, and you don't have to wait till January 1st, dog, to do
Right.
this shit. You can already start planning how you want to change up your game plan, which I wish the Cowboys would have done. Fuck,
Yes.
fucking Frankie, dog. He's like, oh, the Cowboys are playing. Can I put it on? I said, for what? Like, oh, I ain't need no stress. I'm trying to finish this tattoo, motherfucker. Like, god damn it, my ass is sore. You know what I mean? For a lot of sitting down so long. You know what I mean? Tattooing and shit and whatever.
Yep.
But you know, even in football, right? They always have the plays, and well, what do we do better? What
Yeah,
do we
they're
change,
switching.
whatever.
They're switching their
Cowboys
opponents.
have been doing this shit for 30 fucking years, bro. I've been a fucking fan for a long fucking time. Oh, my whole life. I've been a football Cowboy fan for my whole life.
Hell yeah.
And so, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you got information, but what are you going to do about it, man? You know, it's about not just learning about yourself, but what are you going to do after you've learned all this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that you too, you were telling me, like, you know, some things that you had to do to learn the information and to
Yes.
start taking action, right? That's what
Right.
you were doing too.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny that you were talking about that because he's right. He says nowhere in here does it say, you know what I mean, stay stuck or stay, you know, complacent or whatever. We're always talking about
Stagnant. I like that. Stagnant. That's
You know what I mean?
Frankie's words.
Yeah,
Stagnant.
stagnant. You know what I mean? And if you've heard our podcast before, we talked about we're always talking about what's the next move, what's the next plan.
We're always talking about shit we've learned too, though, bro.
Yes.
Things that we've gone through, and we're like,
Yes.
hey, bro, we're trying to make it a topic so maybe you can relate to it or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, dude. And like we have never ever done a podcast where we're like, well, you know what, just sit on the couch, watch TV. Like, don't get me wrong, we talked about when we have downtime, you know what I mean. But that's all the shit that we're doing, that he's doing, that I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's our downtime. That's a different story. Now, if you want to stay in the couch and stay there, the whole day and not do shit, that's up to you. But then later on, don't be feeling bad because you didn't do shit. You know what I mean? If like he's always told me, if you want to put end results, you got to get up off your ass and do something. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. We've always talked about, putting this and where we're going, the next move, the action. You know what I mean? We're not even in January and he's already planning his
I got
trip.
shit planned out till September, dude.
See what I'm saying? So we're always about action. That's one thing I've learned in this program is that in order for life to go good, I have to put in the action. It's funny he's talking about this because the other day I was watching Bruce Almighty. And there's this part where God tells Jim Carrey and in the movie tells him, look,
It's good.
it's good.
I like the fact that he loves that saying.
Yes,
That's
good.
I love that.
And it's that scene where they're mopping the floor. And God tells him, look, he goes, people always want me to do things for them, but they don't realize that they have had the power to change their entire life with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the honest truth, man. When he said that shit, I fucking cried because I was like, fuck, it hit me, you know what I mean? And I started realizing, I'm like, I've always had the power to change it. It's just, it was up to me to fucking change it.
Well,
You
I
know
was
what I mean?
talking to you a few weeks back,
Yeah.
man, just to let everybody know, right? I was talking to Frank a few weeks back, and I was
Yeah.
like, look, bro, like, oh, and by the way, I have to do this as well right here a little bit. Happy 16 years sobriety
Yes.
to Frankie.
Thank you.
He just took 16 years this Friday.
Yes, I did.
So congratulations, boy. I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud of you. Thank you for being part of my life.
Yes,
and me being part of yours. But 16 years for Frankie, man. Awesome.
Yes.
Um,
It's funny that we're only like 6 months apart, man.
Yeah, but I'm fucking way fucking wiser than you.
Yes, he
so, but no, the thing is, like, I was talking to Frankie about this a few weeks back because I know he was getting to his 16 years. That's the reason why this kind of segued. I just want to give you your props, homeboy.
Yes.
So I was talking to Frankie about it because I was like, hey, bro, like, you're getting older. You're fucking got all these years of sobriety. You're doing some shit in your life. But it's like, you kind of now need the responsibility to fucking level up your game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take more responsibility to be the man in the house, your pad, help out your mom more, start saving, you know, get those goals, what you want to do and achieve,
Yes.
you know what I mean, and grow. You can't just be still fucking minimum wage, bro. Like we're getting, you know what I mean? Like I'm not fucking there, dog. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Where I'm at right now is a good place, but
Yeah.
and I make good money. Don't get me wrong. Like I could save up money for a month and all that bullshit and pay my shit off, but I still got goals in 2 years to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm looking for the next thing, right? And so I'm doing the schooling so I can do what I got to do. And at the same time, after that, I'm just going to stay there. Another 2 years there, get my hours, blah, 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 see if I can pass my state test, or when I pass my state test, boom, get a fucking another, you know what I mean? It's blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the fact is, you know, not only is it leveling up my career, but as you're trying to level up and do better for yourselves, you become a better you. That's all there is to it. You know, there's more shit that you realize you're capable of. There's more things that you figure out you got to take action and redirect and change. There's other things you got to fucking let go, which is something that I'm going to talk to you after the podcast. There's a lot of things I got to let go because, you know, I can't keep stuck with where I'm at because there's other things in life that I want to get to howl at. You know what I mean? Coming up, you know, in my life, you know, and part of the thing I think, you know, that I was telling Frankie is like, you know, it's time, you know what I mean? And for anybody here, man, you know, we're getting to the end of the year and stuff like that. And, you know, what was me and all that shit. Look, dude, you're not a victim, man. You just haven't had enough victories to be a victor. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't feel like you've had those, like, accomplishments, or you don't have no fucking drive, and, oh, my God, like, then, you know what? You've been staying there getting stuck with life, bro. You know what I mean? Life's been fucking laughing at you and shit. And you haven't been able to howl at life. That's why it's howling at life. You know what I mean? You face life. You face it in the fucking face. You learn from it, you grow, and you're able to do it. But I think you're absolutely right. You know, when I talk to you, you know, one of the things that really struggle with people, and I told you this, Frankie, you have to stop cock blocking yourself from the life that you're supposed to fucking have. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I mean, if you're cool with the results you got, then cool. But like, you know, if there's something that you want to strive for, something a little bit more, something, man, you're gonna have to take action. It's not just gonna pop up. It just doesn't work that way, dog. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't work that way. So, I'm 20%. Yeah, we'll get done with this. We're good. You know, you're gonna have to do something, man. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can be scary, and sometimes you don't know what the fuck to do, right?
Yeah.
So.
Or you don't even know where to start.
No, you don't, right? And a lot of people don't. But I always tell people, if you don't know where to start, at least know where you don't want to go. At least know what you don't want to repeat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can start from there. And that's a great place to start because at least it gives you a place where, okay, I don't want to go south. I already been south, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to go east, but maybe north or west. I'm not sure which one, but at least I don't want to go in those directions. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a good starting place, at least there, especially if you don't know where the fuck to start.
Yeah.
But part of the thing is, if you really want to do something, first of all, you got to get honest with yourself, man.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? If you know you're striving for more, you don't, there might be more, maybe, then you're meant for more. You know what I mean? Because normal people don't do that shit. You know, if there's something else in your life that you want to strive for, or somebody you want to be with, some place you want to be in, you know, head or whatever the fuck it is for you, then fucking make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Now, one of the things that's going to help you out with that, and I'll let y'all know this, is first of all, you got to fucking listen.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? If you ask the question, then listen to the people trying to give you the answer. Don't fucking cock block it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they do this. They get really resistant and shit.
Hell yeah, dude. I have somebody in this moment, dude. You know, not in this moment, but I had somebody.
I'm like, who, me, motherfucker? I was like, wait a minute.
You know, where
Thank you for joining us for a while. Fuck him up.
Yeah, behind curtains. You know, but
fuck him up, man.
He's right, man. I've had people that, you know, want the advice, but then once you give them the advice, they're like, oh no, I don't want to take that. I don't want that. It's like, then why the fuck are you asking for help then? You know, and to me, I can't fathom it. It's like you go into a diner, you sit down and then you ask for food, but then you're like, oh, I don't want this. What the fuck do you want? You know what I mean? Like, make your choice clear exactly what you want.
Or it's like going to a restaurant, they tell you, like, if you ask them the specials, right? And they go, what would you recommend? Oh, man, the meatloaf's really good. Nah, I want fish. The fuck do you ask them for then, dog?
Like,
they're trying to tell you because they work there. They might know a little bit more than you, dog.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe try it, dog. Like, I've done that before where I'm like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Whatever you say, man. Have at it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, so first of all, you got to be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Stop fucking dicking around. Stop playing around with it. You know, if you want something different in your life, you want something better, then it's there. It's possible, okay? I'm just letting you know right now. It is. Now, you might not know the means, okay? So fucking you have a solid group of motherfuckers around you that'll, you know, help you out. Like, really fucking help you out. But also, you gotta listen. Listen and take the fucking suggestion, man. They're gonna tell you to do shit. And in the beginning, it might seem impossible. It might seem scary. It might seem like it's out of your reach, but it's not. If you really if you're really around a solid group of motherfuckers that are in your corner, they're gonna let you know, and they're gonna see that potential in you.
Oh yes.
Okay, they're gonna see potential in you, and with that potential, that means they see something you don't see in yourself.
Yes.
So you might not see that shit in yourself. You might not see that it's possible. That's something else that I talked about earlier today when I was doing my step work, and I was like, man, I can't believe whatever. I was talking about it earlier. I was like, it took me 10 years to realize I was a counselor.
Ooh.
10 years of my career, and it finally hit me. And then when this Jeff Garcia, which rest in peace, Jeff Garcia,
yes,
that he passed away, the comedian. I've worked with some people that have worked with him, Wow. But I started seeing so many people on my Facebook, like, oh my God, rest in peace, this guy. And all these people were comedians. I'm like, am I a fucking comedian? So, holy shit, I'm a comedian. You know what I mean? It took me about 9 years, but it got it. And actually, during my birthday, when Spooky Bitch took me on my birthday to Universal, when the actors, the role play people that are around there, Lucille Ball, the one that plays Lucille Ball, was leaving, and the guy that was a cop, I was talking with him for a minute, and he's like, oh wow, he goes, where are you going, Lucy? Come back, he's in our industry. And I went, he acknowledged me like I was an actor, like I was a comedian, like them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, holy fuck, like that's fucking crazy. Like it took me 9 years to realize it. Sometimes it takes you a while. You kind of just do the action, then you realize who you are and what's going on. But it's something that hit me up today, like something I gotta realize. Who am I, dude? I am an actor. I do tattoos. I am a counselor. I'm a good fucking man. It takes you a while to fucking realize some of this shit. But if you don't put no action, you ain't gonna realize it anyway. Ooh. And throughout the fucking journey, that life, trying to learn how to howl at it, I had a lot of help. You know what I mean? I had a lot of people fucking supporting me. I had a lot of people fucking directing me, giving me their insight. You know what I mean? Listen to that motherfucker. Let it drill into your brain a little bit. You don't have to take the suggestion, but maybe it might work for you, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's a little bit on your part you got to do too. You know what I mean?
Yes, a little bit of accountability.
A little bit of accountability, but also you gotta fucking listen, man. Maybe they're trying to gear you up. Maybe they're trying to see something in you don't see in yourself. And all this other kind of shit that goes on, right? Maybe you got to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, in the beginning of the journey, it's hard to see that potential in you. Again, I've been in recovery for over 16 years, right? Just like now Frankie is. Yeah. About time. So, but like, I've been in this field for 14 years and I'm seeing my worth in it. It takes a while, man. It took me a decade before I realized I was a counselor. It took me, almost a decade to realize I'm a comedian. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot of different things that it might take you a while, man. But let's get real with something, man. You might not realize who the fuck you are if you don't start taking the action to go figure that shit out.
Oh, yes. Very fucking true.
If you're going to start off next year with some bullshit, and we're going to recap this on resolution shit. If you're still in the same bullshit at the end of the fucking this year, then you're going to start the next year, and then it's another year, and another year, and then... Like, dude, time doesn't stop, dude. Like, time's going to keep going, and you're going to, what? Still complain about where you're not at? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Life's just doing its thing. Time's just doing its thing, but it's you that needs to fucking get up and do something.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you do, like, it's great that Frankie was telling me about this when he was starting to level up his shit. The gratitude you had.
Yes. How
fucking much you're like, fuck, I can do all this shit. Like, you know what I mean? There's something that happens to that psyche of ours. Yes, that says like, wow, dude, like, fuck, man, like, I can really do all this shit. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I told you this shit for a long fucking time, man. Because like I said, some people will see it in you more than you'll see it in yourself. And like, I've always said this whole year, I've said it this podcast. I'm like, look, you don't have to be in a dead end anything. No. Okay. You have plenty of opportunities. You have plenty of tools. If you don't have the support, find the support. We'll be your support if you need it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you're capable of making your life what it really should be, so you can really be like proud of what the fuck your life is. It'll give you some reason to howl for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason we're howling. You know what I mean? Not like rare. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, we're howling, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whether through the mistakes, whether through the good times or bad times, whatever. But it's like, I have a life that's pretty fucking darn cool, and I like who the fuck I am. And if you're still kind of like, man, I wish and shoulda, woulda, couldas and yes, then do something about it, man. Like, you're a grown fucking adult. You know what I mean? I don't put this for kids anyway. I put no for kids.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, dude, do something about it, man. If you want to make it happen, Captain, do it. You know what I mean? It's totally the time to start doing it, or planning to do it at least. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, any final words, Frankie, before we go?
No, just, Wolfpack, just out there, man. Enjoy your week, man. And like he said, earlier, if you have nowhere to go for holidays, find somewhere where to go, you know what I mean? Or reach out to some people, you know what I mean? Reach out to us if you have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? We'll gladly hang out with you, you know, and support you, you know. But yeah, just Wolfpack, just stay out there, man, you know, and I hope you guys have a great time out there, man. And you know, and just reach out, man. You know, just reach out to one another, man. And hopefully, you know, you stick around this year, man, and we can start off the next year better.
Yeah, and you know what, y'all? Like I said, we got a couple more weeks for this year to be over. Start planning some shit, man. It'll help you with your resolutions. It'll help you to redirect yourself. It'll help you because you deserve it, man. You deserve the life that you want to be able to be proud and howl at. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, thank you for joining us. Next time we'll see you. And hopefully I get the information for that fucking comedy show because I need to know, dude. It's less than a month. It's almost a month away, bro. You know what I mean? Like I need to know where I'm going.
Yes.
But other than that, y'all, have a great week. We'll see you next episode, man.
Bye, guys. Oh, I get it. Better believe butter.
Oh yeah.
Okay.